Once upon a time, in a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills and whispering woods, there lived an old clockmaker named Mr. Balthazar. He was known for his exquisite craftsmanship and intricate timepieces that seemed to possess a magic of their own. The townsfolk would often say that time itself flowed differently in his workshop, where the air was filled with the gentle ticking of clocks, and the walls were adorned with timepieces of all shapes and sizes. Mr. Balthazar had a daughter named Alara, a curious and bright young woman who spent her days exploring the enchanting world around her. She had a deep fascination with the clocks in her father's workshop, each telling not just the time, but a story of its own. Alara would often imagine what adventures each clock had witnessed over the years. One rainy afternoon, while rummaging through some old boxes in the attic, Alara discovered a peculiar clock hidden beneath a tattered cloth. This clock was unlike any she had ever seen. It was ornate, with delicate engravings of celestial bodies, and a glass dome that sparkled like the night sky. As she cleaned the dust off its surface, she noticed a small inscription on the back that read, "The keeper of time shall find his journey anew." Intrigued, Alara brought the clock downstairs to her father. Mr. Balthazar's eyes widened with recognition as he examined it closely. "Ah, this clock. It belonged to my father," he said softly, brushing his fingers over the engravings. "He spoke of it as a portal to other times, but I thought it was merely a tale." Alara's heart raced with excitement. "What do you mean, a portal to other times?" Mr. Balthazar explained that the clock was said to possess the ability to transport the person who wound it to any moment in time, but it had to be done with intention and a pure heart. The clock had been lost for many years, and he had forgotten all about its existence. That evening, as the wind howled outside, Alara felt a surge of determination. She decided that she would test the clock's magic. After her father had gone to bed, she crept quietly into the workshop, her heart pounding with anticipation. She carefully wound the clock, whispering a wish to see the town as it was 100 years ago. Suddenly, the room enveloped her in a blinding light, and when she opened her eyes, she found herself standing in the center of her town. But it looked entirely different. Cobblestone streets lined with gas lamps lit the way, and horse-drawn carriages clattered along the roads. Alara gasped in awe. She had indeed traveled back in time. As she wandered through the bustling streets, she marveled at the Victorian attire of the townsfolk and felt a strange sense of belonging. She approached a small shop selling handmade goods, and the shopkeeper, an elderly woman with kind eyes, noticed her. "Welcome, dear. You look lost. Are you new in town?" Alara smiled. "Just visiting, actually." "What is this place?" The woman chuckled. "Ah, this is Winmere, a lively little town full of character. We celebrate the Festival of Time every year, where stories of the past come alive." Intrigued, Alara decided to stay and experience this festival. As the days passed, she discovered stories of love, bravery, and resilience from the townsfolk, and each tale seemed to resonate with her own life in her time. She made friends, danced under the stars, and even helped the shopkeeper prepare for the festivities. But amidst the joy, Alara felt a longing for home. She cherished her new friends, but realized her heart belonged to the time and place she knew. On the last evening of the festival, she visited the clock tower, a grand structure that had seen generations come and go. There she met the woman from the shop again. "Dear Alara, Time is a precious gift, the woman said, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. Remember, every moment has its place, but knowing where you belong is the greatest gift of all. With tears in her eyes, Ilara bid farewell to her newfound friends and returned to the magical clock. She wound it once more, this time wishing to return home, where her family and her father awaited her. In a flash, she was back in the workshop, the gentle ticking of clocks surrounding her. Mr. Balthazar stirred awake, sensing her presence. "Ilara, you're back," he exclaimed, pulling her into a warm embrace. "I met the townsfolk from 100 years ago, Father. They had incredible stories," she said, her voice brimming with excitement. Mr. Balthazar smiled knowingly. "Time is filled with stories, my dear. As long as we remember them, they never truly fade away." From that day forward, Ilara helped her father in the workshop, not just fixing clocks, but also sharing the tales and experiences she'd encountered. They opened their doors to the townsfolk, inviting everyone to share their stories, ensuring that the threads of time continued to weave their magic through generations. And so, in that little workshop filled with timepieces and memories, the legacy of the Clockmaker lived on, proving that while time may keep ticking away, it is the stories we tell that hold us together, transcending the ages. As the sun set each evening and the clocks chimed their melody, the walls echoed not just with the sound of time, but with the laughter, love, and adventures of all who had come before. And so, with every tick and tock, the heart of Windmere continued to beat strong, a timeless haven for all who sought to discover the magic of their own stories. And thus, the Clockmaker's daughter learned that the true magic of time lies not in changing the past, but in cherishing every moment of the present and sharing it with others. Dear listener, thank you for devoting your time to listening to this fascinating story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be waiting for you next time to tell you something new again.